Hey guys, please make sure to stand till the end. We'll share some very helpful advice that if you don't follow you may end up spending thousands of dollars in future repairs. Stay with us, we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Super quick, very helpful video for any of you having a BMW 5 Series Generation F10 F11. If you want to see how to replace intake or exhaust camshaft position sensor, stay with us. We'll explain that step by step. We'll talk about testing the sensor as well. That way you do not waste money if you need to buy one. We'll talk about common mistakes people make as well. Guys, we provide these videos absolutely free. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos. That way we can keep making these videos for free. Let's start on it now. We will demonstrate guys how to replace the intake camshaft position sensor. The exhaust is exactly the same way on that BMW 5 Series with N20 engine, but many BMW engines will use exactly the same thing. Looking at the engine now guys, okay, we remove the cover. Okay, this is the cover of the engine right here. Okay, this will be on top of your engine, right? Now we removed it. If you want to see how to do that, there are many videos and we have the video on the channel. It's quite simple. But on this side of the engine where the intake manifold is, okay, that's the intake camshaft. On this side is the exhaust camshaft because the exhaust is on this side. So this is the intake camshaft position sensor. This is the exhaust camshaft position sensor. All the way down there. Okay, let me see. Okay, if I can get underneath the thing. It's hard for me to show you guys. Okay, okay, perfect. Right there. Okay, let me show you. This is the exhaust one. Right there. Okay, with that bolt right there. The intake is right here. So guys, the tool usually that you need is E8. Okay, reverse Torx tool like that, but we have a wrench as well. The wrench is more convenient guys. And now when we get the wrench, okay, we're going to get right here now and pre-loosen that bolt. Now once you get it loose guys, okay, that bolt tends to go by hand quite easily. Now it's not very convenient location for that sensor. Okay, once we remove it we'll talk why you need to not buy cheap one. Why guys? Okay, let me put something here so I don't drop it if it falls. Why you should always go with good quality sensor and how to test it as well in a second. It has only 3 wires, we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so I keep unscrewing that bolt now here. We have multiple oil leaks that we'll be fixing today as well, like valve cover gasket, also gasket for the oil cooler. Okay, the bolt is right here guys. This is the bolt. The sensor itself might be stuck, okay, because you have an O-ring. Ours came off like this one. Now how we disconnect it, okay, you see right here you have one tooth. You need to lift that one out. Okay, try not to pull on the wires and pull it out. That's the sensor right here. Now guys, the problem with this sensor, this is a Chinese sensor. We had to replace it twice, every 2 years. Really cheap sensor, one of the cheapest ones that you can buy. It lasts about 2 years guys. But we are finally done with it and we bought original Hella sensor that we found at a really good price, and it's actually the weight of this one is significant compared to that one. So actually it looks like even it's better quality original sensor. It has 3 wires. If you want to see how to test camshaft position sensor on BMW, we have videos step by step that will teach you how to do that. But sometimes how they fail, when they get hot they quit working, when they cool and reset them they may start working again. And the funny thing about those things, when they're hot, they may quit all the way. You wait until the engine cools off, or all you have to do sometimes is restart the engine, it works again. How long? You never know. Anywhere between, let's say, a few seconds to a few hours. Okay, they're super unpredictable, but sometimes they'll burn all the way. If you want to see how to test them, again, video on the channel. You see the O-ring here, guys? It's missing. That's a common mistake people make. So that O-ring is actually, okay, in the hole right there, and we need to remove that O-ring. Otherwise, if you try to install the second one, you can cause, okay, severe leak, oil leak there as well. Now I'm going to get, okay, let me get a napkin, okay, shop towel here, and we need to clean there everything really good where it will be sitting, the new sensor. Okay, because you don't want to have dirt, stuff, oil leaks accumulating there. So make sure you clean everything really good. that way, guys. Okay, everything will be perfect. Okay, when you install the new one, and we're ready to proceed with the new one. You can go ahead and install the wire. Okay, it goes this way. Okay, you have a really tight seal. Perfect. Okay, it went in. Now we're going to go ahead, install it there. It goes only one way. Okay, perfect. Now all we have to do, guys, is install the bolt, and this could be quite, guys, quite an adventure sometimes. You wonder why? Well, due to the fact that there is very limited room to turn your fingers here. Okay, it's very important not to drop it. Okay, and it started. When it starts, I'm going to get the wrench. And I'm going to go ahead, okay, and tighten it like that. Make sure that it's seated correctly as well, because sometimes it can come loose. Okay, make sure the O-ring is inserted all the way as well. Okay, and we're just getting it tight, which shouldn't take probably more than 20 seconds, guys, once you start it. Okay, check this thing out now. Okay, and we are ready, guys. Okay, camshaft position sensor is replaced, just like this one. We replaced the intake camshaft position sensor. Exhaust is practically the same way, guys, not very complicated. We recommend to go with good quality sensor, so you don't have to do the job again and you don't end up being stuck in the middle of nowhere, because the cheap ones, they are cheap, but they last a short time in our experience. Probably some of you have luck and they'll last many years. We bought two and both lasted around 2 years exactly, or about 20,000 miles. Now, if you guys want to see anything else on BMW 5 Series, we have more than 500 free repair videos on our YouTube channels, but on our YouTube channels we have this, in addition, 19,000 free repair videos on almost any car you can think of. And why we do that? To save you guys as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.